Hello, citizens, and welcome back. This is our match reaction for Man City 3, Feyenoord 3 in the Champions League. So make sure to hit like, hit subscribe. Let's jump into it. Do you know, I don't even know where to start. Do you know, doing the watch along for that, I actually said, I mean, we're going to get into it, but I actually said when Feyenoord scored the first goal, we're going to collapse and it's going to be 3-3. And oh my God, do you know what? Again, oh, it's an absolute mess. So again, it's the same old rinse and repeat of the last month and a half, last 2 months, pretty much the whole season. We start off well for 5-10 minutes. Everyone's got, the commentators talking about how sharp we're looking, that we're on it, that we're looking back to our best, and then we stop. We stop everything. We stop the passing, we stop the pressing, we stop the competing, and we just let teams build into the game and get more and more into it. And every time they go forward, they look like scoring. It doesn't matter who we play against. Every time we play someone, no matter when they're attacking, they look like they're going to score. And it happens every single match at the moment. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke the way it's going. And again, Pep's lineup, for me, is so confusing. So, look, we got at right back, who have we got? Do you know, who have we even got? Who the hell did we play at right back? Fuck this team. Do you know, right, okay, so first off, we've got Lewis at CDM, mess, absolute mess. He should be nowhere near that position. He doesn't get around the pitch enough. His passing's not good enough. He doesn't tackle. He doesn't jump for the ball. He shouldn't be anywhere near that role. I know we've got injuries with Kovacic. That's a shame to me because Kovacic would have won us that game if he was in that position. Obviously, Rodri's out. Jones wasn't in the squad because I'd put him in there. But if you're going to play Lewis, for the love of God, don't play him in midfield. He's not good enough. He's not the answer. And now for me, I would have put Bernardo in that role, in that CDM role. I would have put Bernardo in. Bernardo gets around the pitch. He's capable of holding on to the ball. He can pass. He does throw in a challenge. He does head for the ball, even though he's like 3 foot tall. I mean, that's the same height as me, and he's pretty much 3 foot. But put Bernardo in that role. He will show up that midfield more than you can know. So that's the first mistake of the lineup. The other thing is, when Lewis plays, Vardy doesn't get forward. Now, defensively, Vardy has been an absolute disaster. He was again in this game as well. He's the reason, he's a catalyst for why we collapse. He's not the reason why we collapse, but he's the catalyst for it. So when Vardy is defending and not attacking, he's not as good as he can be. Because I think he loves being forward more than he loves being by his own box. And I mean, that's evident by the way he's playing at the moment. Akanji, wow, what a disgrace he is at the moment. So his defending, he's got this habit, like Company used to, where he pushes up when someone tries to press. He pushes up, he goes against the striker, and he tries to nick in with the foot and try and get the ball away for them while they're counter-attacking, And if he fails, they roll him or they throw and goal. And that happens so many times at the moment, and it happened in this game as well. You look in the first half, we nearly conceded to a simple bit of play for Feyenoord. It was 2 passes straight through the middle. Akanji steps out, and when he steps out, he's not playing anyone offside. The guy runs through behind him. Not only that, but the person that runs in behind him, Akanji sees and then stops running, so he lets him past him. So not only does he step out, miss the ball, but he lets the guy run past him, and he doesn't follow his run, and that's where they get that shot on target that Ederson saves. I mean, honestly, a mess. It's one thing after another, to be honest. It's just constant mess. Midfield was Gundogan, Foden. It worked all right today. Gundogan got his goal and everyone was all smiley and happy and you thought it was going to go well for us. Foden again looked sharp for the first 5-10 minutes and then just tails off for the rest of the half. I know he had a good shot that the keeper saved in the first half, but tails off. He did okay in the second half. So everyone did okay again at the start of the second half. So he hasn't got fitness or energy or anything at the moment. Haaland, he's doing all the work up top, as you'd expect, but he's doing more than he has to. He's dropping back, he's doing all the pressing, and no one's going with him because Foden and Gundogan don't press alongside him. His link-up play is pretty decent. He's played a couple of players through. He's waiting in the box. He's making run after run after run. You can see it. When you're at the game, I go to the games. When you're at the game, he sees him run after run after run. And because you got Lewis, it's that CDM role where most of our play goes through. Because that's another thing about Lewis being in that position. Most of our play goes through that role, like it does with Rodri, like it does with Kovacic. They're the link-up between every single player on the pitch. So every shot pass is going to them. And they find a bit of space and they decide where the play comes from. They decide where we're going to attack from, where the creativity is going to begin. And when Lewis is in that role, the number of runs that Haaland makes that he doesn't go with, that Kovacic and Rodri would have played, is unbelievable, because Lewis just decides to go backwards with it every single time. So Haaland, again, his talent's been wasted with us anyway. He doesn't deserve to be at a club like us. I know he scores a lot of goals, but he's a player that likes space, run into, like counter-attacks, and we just slow the game down all the time for him. Honestly, he'd get many more goals at a team like Liverpool or United where he can just run into space because they're constantly playing it through to him. We just don't do it. And every time we try and put a cross in onto his head, it's always over him, and he's like 9 foot tall, and we're still putting balls in too high. Bernardo on the right-hand side, I thought was good. Like I said, I'd put him in the CDM role. I really would, because he's the only player with enough quality to do that when Kovacic and Rodri's out. The left-hand side was Grealish. It was good to see him back. I thought he worked hard. And I think we've missed him as well, because I don't think we've got anyone that can do what he does on that left-hand side. And I said time and time again, when he doesn't play, we look massively unbalanced. He can win us free kicks. He can hold onto the ball. He can drive forward. He defends as well, because he tracks back really well. So, yeah, I think we've missed him. And I think the more games he gets, the better we're going to be. Goalkeeper, Ederson. Fucking hell, Ederson. I've said for years that Ederson is a shit goalkeeper. He is. He's put him in a CDM role, because I've been saying that he basically plays the Yaya Toure role for us, but he's the goalkeeper. He's fucking useless with his hands. And today, he's left short by Vardy in that second half. Poor. What the hell Vardy was doing, I don't even know. And then Akanji as well. I can have a go at Vardy, but Akanji just watches it unfold. He doesn't get back. He doesn't try and get on the line. He doesn't sprint. He doesn't do anything, Akanji. He just watches it. He was so lazy with that. Yeah, Vardy made the mistake, but Akanji didn't help him. Ederson was left exposed. He put the player wide, which is what you needed to do. It was just a good finish. The third goal, Ederson again exposed. He's been left one-on-one so many times. Ederson exposed again, runs out. He should have stuck the player. And I think Pep even did it. When he was doing this, I think Pep was saying he should have taken the yellow card. Ederson, he should have taken the yellow card. He should have just knocked the player down, took him out. And then when the cross comes in, Lewis again, who's had another bad game, doesn't do anything. He looks to see where the man is. He sees him, and then he just sticks his foot out like the guy's heading it. What the hell? Head up with him, jump into him, do anything to try and put him off. You're not going to, but at least try, and he doesn't even do that. And that's what winds me up about Walker, because he's another right-sided defender that's fucking shit in the air, that doesn't compete, that doesn't jump, doesn't challenge plays and gives them free headers. And that's what Lewis has done. It's just it's a catalogue of errors. We were 3-0 up, and even in the watch-long, I was saying, I don't feel good about this. I don't feel safe about it at all, because we were giving them more time on the ball. And again, when we made all the substitutions, I also said that with the last 2-3 months, every time we make substitutions, we get worse. The players coming on the pitch don't inject any quality or any pace or any energy into that team. And it did it again. McAtee, Simpson, Pusey, yeah, the youngsters, not going to have go on De Bruyne. They come on the pitch and they gave nothing to the team. They just exposed us further. And Feyenoord were just finding it so easy to pop balls around, because we lost all our energy. We like I said, we weren't pressed, we weren't tackling, we weren't doing anything. We were just passengers in that second half. And another 5 minutes, Feyenoord would have won that game easy. We weren't going to score again. They would have won that game. And we got this unbelievable habit of conceding goals quickly, like one after the other. Unbelievable at doing it we are. We absolutely love doing it. We concede one, we concede another 2 in the next 10 minutes. And do you know what? Something Liverpool is good at, and what we're going to get exposed to on Sunday. Liverpool are really good at scoring goals really quickly. And we're really good at conceding goals really quickly. We're going to get battered at the weekend. Absolutely battered. And don't get me wrong, we'll start well for 5-10 minutes and we'll be good. And then we'll go to shit. And then once we stop pressing and stop tackling and stop challenging them, they'll just run riot. They'll run riot in midway inside that first half, and then again at the beginning of the second half. I guarantee it that they put 5 or 6 against us at the weekend. I do not trust this team for shit. We're just bad. Even when we're 3-0 up against Feyenoord, who we should be beating 5 or 6-0, and any other season before this, we would have been beating 5 or 6-0. It's not like the personnel's changed. I know we got injuries. I know players are not fit. But what the fuck is going on? And everyone's at fault. Everyone. There's errors all over the pitch. It's not good enough at all. It's really, really not good enough. And I hope Pep's learned a lesson today, which is stop making so many substitutions at once midway inside the second half. Because once Foden and Gundogan went off, that midfield disappeared. Absolutely disappeared into nothingness. And it's so bad. And another thing that Pep keeps doing as well, he keeps playing players in one game and then dropping them the next time, or they're bringing on like a sub, like he brings on Stones in the last game, takes him off at halftime. Now he's not in the squad. You know, he plays Walker in the last game, doesn't play him in this one. He's just not consistent with his substitutions or the plays that he's putting on the pitch. The only person that did it from the last game with Tottenham where he brought him on was Grealish. You know, and I think he's got to give players minutes. If they're not fit enough, don't play them at all. But if they are, give them like substitution minutes and then bring them on in the start the next game as well, because we just got to get out of whatever we're in. We got to get out. And the only way to do that is you got to grind it out. You got to be horrible. You've got to do some nasty challenges. You got to do the dirty work. Something that we're not doing at the moment. Now the funny thing is we do all that stuff when we're winning. When we're in good form and we're getting result after result and we're 3-4-0 up, we will do the dirty work. We will throw ourselves into challenges. We will assert dominance on the opposition. But for some reason, in the last few weeks, even though we're getting battered by everyone, they're just things we're not doing. We're not doing the basics. We're not running. We're not, we're not putting our foot into challenges. You know, we're backing out of a lot of stuff, and it's so obvious for everyone to see. It's painful at the moment. It's absolutely painful. This is, you're going to see things like City stunned, City shocked. I'm not shocked. I keep saying it every single match reaction. I'm not shocked about this result. I've seen it coming, and I saw this collapse coming. It's unbelievably embarrassing, but it's so funny to watch at the same time. And I implore every single City fan right now watching this, all 10 of you, do not watch that Liverpool game of the weekend, because it's going to be horrible. It is going to be one of the worst experiences we've had in a long, long time. And I just don't see us fixing it. We got Forest after that, battered by them, and we're going to get beat by them. What is it? Villa away, United coming up. Oh my God, where does this end? If you're getting embarrassed by Feyenoord, you're getting smashed by Sporting, where does this end? I don't see it ending. I just don't see it ending. Oh, it's funny to watch. It's funny to watch. And yeah, for the love of God, I don't want to see Lewis at CDM again. If that team's the same against Liverpool, my God, I'm not even going to bother watching it. Even if I'm doing a watch along, I'll just turn it off immediately. There's no point. I don't want Lewis on that pitch. Akanji, he needs to come off as well. Vardio, for the love of God, stick him at left wing. Just don't let him defend. Edison, mess. Who actually played well in this game? Like I said, I think Gundogan, Haaland, Foden, Ake and Bernardo were pretty decent. And Grealish. Yeah, I thought they played well. But like I said, once we made our substitutions and we just disappeared as a team. Oh, and just before I go, and one of the things that we always do, and it irritates me to no end, is when we're up against it, we play our free kicks quick. We play quick throw-ins, quick goal kicks. We do not know how to time waste. We do not know how to just sit on the goddamn floor. And we're 3-2 up. We win a free kick, and immediately, within seconds, we pop up and we take it really quickly. Like really, really quickly. They win it. They kick it long. They scored a third. And it's not the first time I've seen it. I saw it last season. Remember with Chelsea, that 4-4, when we win a free kick with Grealish on the left-hand side, and we played them instantly. Even though we're 4-3 up in injury time, we played an instant free kick. They win back. They go up the other end and win a penalty. And it's just, why? For the love of God, why? And why are we playing that high line? We're 3-2 up. We're struggling. We can't defend. Everyone's confidence is shot. The fans know they're going to score. The opposition know they're going to score. And we're playing on the halfway line when we've got no pace, no quality in that defense. It's unreal. The mistake after mistake after mistake. And it all comes from Pep. And I just don't understand why we're not sitting back and just defending. Well, I know why we're not defending, because we can't defend. But the reason we won the treble is because we stopped doing that shit. We stopped pushing up to the halfway line. We let teams invite onto us. We played 4 centre-halves in defence, and we just started doing the hard work there. But why 3-2 up when they've scored 2 quick goals? There's minutes left remaining. We're going into injury time, and we're pushing up to the halfway line. And we've let them have a 3-on-1. 3 of them broke the offside trap. 3 of them. Oh my God. It's just, it begs belief. Honest. I don't even know. I feel like the motto for this is just, I don't understand. Like that's the catchphrase. I don't understand. And Pep was fuming when Vardy gave the ball away for the first goal, because he knew what was going to happen, and I knew what was going to happen because I said it in the watch along. I tweeted it, collapse incoming. Thank God the game ended when it did. Thank God it ended when it did. Wow. Just wow. Epic fail. It's making it more interesting though, isn't it? You can't say you're bored watching City at the moment. I don't think I haven't watched Goalkeeping for a month now because I can't stand the guy. But I bet you he's going on about, and all the other channels, Arsenal United channels, are going on about how amazing we are to watch at the moment, how exciting we are. My God. And I said in a comment in a video, my last video, which was, you know, the big fuck you to the Premier League at the moment is that they can't relegate us if we do it ourselves. And God, are we going to try to do that? So yeah, fair play to us. We're thinking outside the box. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out. Hit like, hit subscribe. I'm not going to watch any football now for the next 5 days. And I implore you, honestly, do not watch that Liverpool game of the weekend. It's going to be horrific. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.